Audio live.
All right, hooray! You can hear us, hopefully. Welcome back to FFG Live. This is our final stream of GenCon Online.
And this is the final one?
This is the final one.
We win!
And I can think of no better way to end it than by talking about Arkham Horror the card game with my friends and colleagues, Matt Newman and Jeremy Zorn.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You guys doing good today? You having a good day?
Yeah. It's a bit hectic. I forgot my way to get into the building, so I had to run around like a chicken with my head cut off until Jeremy showed up and saved my life.
It's been a long time since we've been in the building.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
All right, so hopefully you guys saw the test poll that went up during the countdown. We're going to be doing some polls because what we are doing here today, something a little bit different. We are going to make a brand new card for Arkham Horror the card game.
Yes. Right now.
A card that will actually be included in a real live product, correct?
Yes, a real, not imaginary product, something you can hold three-dimensionally with your hands.
Wow. Is it going to say on it, like, created by the GenCon community
or something? As long as they keep it under, like, 500 words, yeah.
Created by us.
Created by, well, actually, if we have time, we'll decide what we want that moniker to be.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, because this is going to go up. It'll be included in a real live product in the future, but it will go up print and play later tonight.
Yeah,
is our
like
plan.
A beta version.
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll play test it like normal, just like we've done with our previous like Arkham Knights design a card council sort of cards. We'll play test it. We'll put the beta watermark on it and everything, and it might show up in a slightly different form in the future, but the idea will be preserved.
All right.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
well,
me too.
I'm equally excited.
So the one thing that we haven't done before is do it with like, you know, how many people? 260 people in Twitch chat.
Yeah, and counting.
So, I have no idea how well this is going to work. Let's do it.
Well, we have polls, and we're ready.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have anything that you want to say before we start, or before we get rolling?
Do you? I think I'm good. I mean, basically, I guess. Let me explain a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe walk someone through what's going to happen.
When we run this at Arkham Knights, what we tend to do, we have like 12 people in a room, and only one of the two of us. So we tend to do like a sort of guided process where it's like, all right, what class do you want this card to be? What card type do you want this card to be? Whatever. We'll show the artwork, and you'll get to see what kind of ideas can stem from that, and then we'll go through step by step and sort of build the card almost like a puzzle, right? Now, normally, at Arkham Knights, everyone will get a turn to talk about what they want to see in the card. Obviously, we're not going to have that option here, but we will be reading. We all have a computer in front of us. We'll all be reading the Twitch chat. So if you come up with a cool idea, hopefully we'll see it, and we can integrate that into the design.
Yeah, so kind of my understanding is that we're going to start with like a whole bunch of polls to kind of lock in the basic framework of the card, and then we'll kind of move on to more of a... I guess more design-focused conversation.
Yeah. At that point, it'll just transition to me and Jeremy just chatting.
Yeah, less polls, but ample opportunities for you to throw out your ideas in the chat, which we'll all be reading, of course, and for us to kind of talk about this and talk about the process of card design. And you guys get a little bit of a peek behind the curtain.
Awesome.
So
yeah, I'm ready.
What should we start with a poll? We start with a poll, right?
Do we do a test poll?
Well, we did do a test poll.
We should show them the art piece.
We should show them.
Otherwise,
that's how we
flying blind. So normally we would have a choice, me and Jeremy, when we're designing a new card, between grabbing an old piece of art that exists somewhere in the Arkham IP that we haven't used before in the card game, or designing a brand new piece of art and writing an art brief for it and sending that to the art department. In this case, we didn't have a ton of time, so we just grabbed a really cool piece, admittedly. We try to, for the design a card councils, we try to choose an art piece or commission an art piece that can work for many, many different types of cards. So that's what we've done here. We've picked an art piece. You can see it now on the screen. This art could be used for a number of different kinds of cards. This could be an ally. It could be that person there. It could be that book that he's holding. He kind of has this like casual, almost like not surprised, nonplussed expression. So it could be a skill.
He doesn't look scared.
Yeah, he doesn't look scared. Yeah, so it could be a skill representing his fearlessness. It could be an event that is the lighting of the book on fire. It could be a spell that he's casting. I mean, it could be almost anything, really. So that's what I like about this art piece.
Okay. Yes, that is a very cool.
Did they just do a test poll to see if they should do a test
Yes,
poll?
while you were talking, I threw in, should we do another test poll?
Can I vote?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
I think we should do another test poll. Another test poll.
Well, yeah, that's what we're at right now. Because let me close this out. Yes,
Oh,
yes
okay,
has won.
57%.
So we do have to do another test poll. that is how this works. But we'll do that later after we do some real polls.
That's not a test poll. All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
First real poll. Now that you guys have seen the art, it'd be cool if maybe we can get the art to hang out in a corner and as maybe a thumbnail sort of thing, as we're kind of discussing through this.
Yeah.
But what is our first poll? Is it card type first?
I think either card type or class.
Or player card weakness.
Oh yeah, player card or weakness. Yeah. So in
Ooh.
the past, we've done both player cards and weaknesses at these card councils. In the beginning, we did one of each. We had 2 different councils. Obviously, we only have 1 right now. So we'll just let you decide. Do you want this to be a player card, or do you want this to be a weakness? And if it's a weakness, it'll just be like a basic weakness that can go in anyone's deck.
All right. Well, I just started the player card or weakness poll. So for each of these, we're going to let the poll run for maybe a minute or so to give you guys time to tabulate.
Oh, we just riff.
Yeah, exactly. This player card seems to have a significant majority.
Imagine, yeah.
It's currently
Me and Jeremy before we came out were like, yeah, we should let them decide if it's going to be a player card or weakness. I mean, they're going to pick player card, but
they're gonna start skewing it the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to overcome it though. It's like 82% for player card.
Walker of Tales says a survivor spell that burns assets would play really well with Yorick and scavenging. We're a little ahead of the game for getting into stuff that deep, but that does sound kind of neat. Just like, I'm going to light this book on fire. I don't need it anymore. The fire makes me think Cthulhu. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Cthulhu is an elder god that deals with fire and corrupt flame, that sort of thing.
You know, I always liked fire vampires. Not really because of like their character at all. Just like I thought that was like freaking cool. It's like fire vampires.
The number of people
Heck
who just assumed that was literally just
like a fire vampire,
Yeah.
and it is.
It's not that.
It is nothing. It
It's
has
not
neither
exactly
of those things. All right. So yes, player card did win.
Yes.
79% of the vote, as expected.
Unsurprisingly.
All right. Card type.
Let's just
or
move on to card
class?
type. Yeah, I think
All right.
normally we would kind of stick around at each topic, but that was a pretty simple one. So card type, we'll run through the different card types real quick. You got assets. Assets are your people, items, spells, things that you play and they stay around for a while. Events are one-time use cards that you play, you do what they say, and then they go away. Sometimes they take an action, sometimes they're fast, sometimes they're a reaction to something else happening. And then finally you have skills, which are the cards that you commit to a skill test to get their effect, and you can't play them normally. They have no resource cost.
All right. Asset, event, or skill.
Yes.
Starting the poll. Let the voting begin. This is our first 3-option poll.
Oh yeah. How many does it go to? That'll be
we
useful
don't know
to
yet.
Okay.
We don't know yet.
All right.
Have not tested the limits.
Because we're eventually going to have a 6-option class poll.
I think we can go up to 6.
Okay, good. That's good.
But we will find
Correct.
out.
Okay.
All right.
That's good to know. That would have been real embarrassing if it only did like 2.
Yeah, right.
What class do you want it to be? Jeremy, what's your favorite class?
Survivor or other.
Yeah.
Rogue or other.
Well, you're here, yeah, so it'd be like rogue or not rogue. Oh, man.
More tomes for Daisy.
The tome is in your mind. It no longer takes up a slot.
Oh, that's a cool
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
It's
Well,
like,
we kind of did that at Arcane Enlightenment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. A skill that provides extra wild items based on amount of doom. So it's just making fun of Prophesy. I love it. Destroy tome to win the game.
Yeah.
That's actually the first rule of Arkham. If you pick up like an Eldritch Tome and you don't know what it is or what to do with it, just burn it.
Yeah.
If you've ever played any Arkham or Call of Cthulhu game,
Just get rid of it.
just burn it. It's not worth it.
Yep. It's probably written on some like unspeakable material.
Yes.
And, like,
Yeah. Oh no. It's definitely like bound with skin and leather and flesh and
Yep.
whatnot.
Yep.
All right. What are we at?
Event is a firm winner.
Oh,
Really?
events.
Yes.
Surprising.
All right.
Closing
Cool.
it out with 62% of the vote.
That's awesome. I definitely expected it to be asset.
Me too.
Yeah. Well,
But that's really great, actually,
Yeah.
because that does explore a lot of cool stuff that we can do.
we have a twist here.
Twist.
All right. So event, and then
Class.
Do we want to move on to class?
all
Yeah.
right.
All right. So again, I'll run through the classes real quickly in case we have people in chat who haven't played very much.
Yes.
So there's 5 classes in Arkham Horror the card game, and then there's also neutral. There's the Guardian class, which